yo, you better watch out. Hey, bro. This is my brother, bro. Okay? Hey, come on, chill. You come with me, okay? Okay. You, get out the car. Out the car. Okay?
Calm down, he's
Get out the car.
I gotta go to the hospital, my leg.
Yeah, we gonna get you out.
The King Von murder files have now been made public, including newly released body cam footage from the night of his death. But instead of providing closure, these videos have only raised more questions. Shocking details and gaps in the official story are coming to light. Even Von's cousin Bo revealed that Von's security guard stood by and let him fight Quando Rando, then mysteriously vanished from the scene. No one has seen him since.
Security guard let him walk. You get paid he get paid to protect. How the f you let him walk over and fight? You ain't supposed to let him fight. He ain't supposed to be touching nobody. Security guard, if anything, you make sure Quando them leave. Whoever else they was with, you make sure they leave. How you let him walk over somebody that's the reason y'all here, the reason everybody in this parking lot here, because this man right here making the money and y'all his entourage. But that security guard, it's something fishy with him. That's why he deleted his Instagram. I definitely feel like it's foul play. I don't know where it's coming from, but I definitely feel like it's some weird shit going on.
What's even more suspicious is that the very next day, that same security guard deleted his Instagram account and seemingly disappeared off the grid. This disappearance has fueled theories of a larger cover-up. Some believe that King Von's death might not be what it seems. According to online speculation, there are hints he may have staged his own death, possibly to escape multiple murder cases hanging over him. After Von's passing, he was linked to the killing of FBG Dukta, allegedly by paying O-Block members $100,000 and gifting custom chains. In Trap Loras's documentary, it's noted that Von actually survived 2 surgeries, woke up screaming for his gun, then later died before his final operation.
Von made it through 2 surgeries. He had 3 surgeries ago. He made it through 2 surgeries. And then after the second surgery, he hopped off the bed and started fighting the nurse and said where his gun at. And he went and he died because he went into shock. So he was making 2 surgeries. How hours later, Kayla know, he fought the nurse. She the one told me that. His mama didn't even know that. How you knowing what's going on inside the hospital?
Because she was there at the hospital.
That detail is crucial. It confirms Von was still alive, even after being shot. He was conscious and fighting in the hospital. Now, people are wondering, how did Boosie know 2 years ago that Von didn't have a gun during the altercation?
Like you said, the King Von situation. Like, there was absolutely no reason for Von to be rolling around with that dude. Like, there was no, especially since he had security, like, you know, someone should have jumped in. It should never even.
King.
I almost feel like, but I almost feel like if all you have real security,
all of them is post black. I feel like they would have been more ready in Chicago.
Sad, man, sad. I mean, the whole King Von thing is really kind of hanging
me up,
over everyone right now.
That f***ed me up, bro. Because I like King Von.
Digging deeper into Von's final hours reveals even more inconsistencies. On November 5th, 2020, King Von and his team attended an album release party at a club in Atlanta. The night was supposed to be a celebration of his rising success in the rap game, but Von, coming from the violence-ridden streets of O-Block, was well aware that his enemies could be lurking anywhere. That's why he always rolled deep with around 25 people, including heavy security.
I travel with 1 security that moves with Von, and he traveled with 2 more security. You know what I'm saying? Von traveled in a proof truck, and not only that, his guys are security, man. He travels with 10 to 15 guys daily. They protect and love Von more than any security would. We're like, I think we're about 8-10 cars deep, 20-25 on entourage.
But that night, something changed. Von made a sudden decision that would put his life at risk. After the party ended around 2 a.m., the plan was for everyone to head back to their hotels. But Von told his driver to take him somewhere else.
Everybody's mind leaving the club is that we're going to the hotel and the Airbnb, because that's normal routine. The club he went to, the after hours, wasn't getting paid for. I didn't have no acknowledgement of. His team didn't have no acknowledgement of. That was a complete Von decision.
Instead of going to the hotel, Von asked to be taken to another Club Monaco without informing the rest of his team. This move separated him from most of his security detail and crew.
Everybody else that was with us driving to the Airbnb, and Von literally went to the venue by himself. We got a call later from people in the car, like, hey, bro, we here by, matter of fact, I think from his DJ was like, hey, bro, you know, we here by ourselves. Like, where you guys at? And everybody rerouted to that venue.
When the others finally found out, they rushed to join him at Monaco. But Von's manager felt something was off the moment he arrived. Von was sitting silently in the truck for nearly 30 minutes, not saying a word. Something about his energy was strange.
For some reason, Von wasn't himself. This man is like, I promise you, the best artist I ever moved in my life. For some reason that night, it was off. Like, he stayed in the car for like 30, 35 minutes.
Eventually, Von decided to enter the club, but only after his security team checked it out first. Monaco had a strict no firearm policy, so most of Von's crew had to leave their weapons in the car, unknowingly making themselves vulnerable.
I went to the car he was in. I was like, yo, Von. Went inside the passenger seat. I'm like, yo, Von, bro, what's going on? Like, you know, everybody here waiting, let's go. He was like, all right, let's go. We're telling security, hey, it's time to go in now. Von's ready. You know what I'm saying? We've been here too long. Let's go inside the club. They check the venue, go inside, check the outside, make sure there's no...
But the real danger wasn't inside, it was in the parking lot. One of Von's guys spotted Quando Rondo and his crew sitting in a white SUV. He immediately ran back to tell Von.
Right before we go inside the club, one of his homeboys, he came to the car and said, hey, so-and-so's here. And Von just jumped up like, oh, come on, let's go.
Von didn't hesitate. He jumped out of the truck and charged toward the SUV. His team tried to calm him down, but he wasn't hearing it. Von marched straight to Quando and started swinging on him.
Jumped out the car. By the time Von jumped out the car, I don't even think he knew where so-and-so was. He just jumped out the car. He bumped into so-and-so. As soon as he bumped into so-and-so, started brawling.
As Von got the upper hand in the fight, Quando's best friend, Lil Tim, pulled out a gun and fired multiple shots, hitting Von 4 times and also injuring his manager in the leg. Members of Von's team, who were still armed, returned fire and dropped Lil Tim a few feet away. The shootout caught the attention of nearby police officers, who arrived quickly and fired into the crowd, tragically killing one of Von's crew members. Eyewitnesses say that during the chaos, Von may have used Quando as a human shield to protect himself.
Was he trying to take Von's chain or?
Honest truth, I don't think B-Roy had no jewelry on, and from the people that was a little bit closer, Von was actually holding onto him like, man, you ain't going nowhere. Like, you here, like, even through getting, he's that strong. Like, he was literally holding him.
When the shooting finally stopped, Von's close friend Muop rushed into the street, shoved Quando off Von, and carried him to a getaway vehicle. Von, although hit 4 times, remained conscious and tried to keep the mood light in the car, reassuring everyone he'd be okay.
When he was in the car, I myself wasn't there. The gentleman that was in the car with him was panicking, and Von was the one that was like, hey, calm down, slow down, chill, I'm gonna be good, just get me to the hospital. And honest truth, we all thought that the way he was carrying himself from that incident, from what I was told from the people in the car, that he would have been fine.
Once at the hospital, doctors rushed Von into surgery, but despite their efforts, he didn't make it. News of his death quickly spread and shocked the entire rap industry.
Made national headlines as officials confirmed one of the 3 people was rapper King Von from Chicago, who was here last night with friends.
2 groups of individuals got into a physical altercation. That physical altercation escalated into an exchange of...
The aftermath went viral, and not long after, Lil Tim did his first interview speaking on the events of that tragic night.
Oh, like, shit, I was just protecting my little brother.
When you did finally find out that it was King Von who did it, how'd you feel?
I was like, damn, if Brian did that stupid shit last night, he still would have been alive. That's how I was. But I was like, yeah, I ain't no the type person I am. Like, I'm a humble person. I ain't no disrespect to like his mama saying f***ing shit like that. Cause I could easily get on that type of stuff and be clout chasing type. Like, I ain't on that type. I'm a humble person, but it's like, they ain't never popped that shit off. That would have never happened like that.
Lil Tim survived his own injuries and was later arrested for Von's murder. However, his legal team claimed self-defense and the charges were soon dropped. But that didn't sit well with O-Block or Lil Durk. The following year, a violent retaliation took place.
The search is on for 3 people who police say at a Savannah rapper, a member of his entourage. It happened in Los Angeles and cameras captured the app.
During the retaliation, Quando Rondo's close friend Lil Pab was killed. A video showed Quando breaking down when he received the news, experiencing the same pain Von's crew had felt.
This man, a passenger in that car, frantic at the sight.
Fans believed Durk was behind the hit, especially after hearing lyrics in one of his tracks where he raps. They like Durk. He a singer. He won't do something. You can believe whatever you want. I got your folks hit. He also described Quando's reaction in another lyric. Look on the news and see your son screaming no. Since then, Quando has tried to leave the street life behind. But for O-Block, things haven't been the same. Members are now more cautious than ever been. When visiting King Von's mural, they proceed with extreme care. No one expected someone like Von to fall victim to the streets. His death left a void and countless unanswered questions.